Hello and good morning, night. I don't really care. I'm tired. Nah. Okay, so this week's been pretty weird. First off, you may have noticed I didn't have a Friday video. Simply, here's the reason why. Simply, there's nothing up on Thursday. And there's a reason for that, sort of. I mean, I was about to upload on Thursday, and then I saw my friend was on Team Fortress 2 and played that. I actually thought about recording it for my Friday video, and just didn't because reasons. A lot of reasons. Like, I'm not going to even explain all the reasons. Like, that many reasons. But anyways, shoot, okay. Let's see. Yeah, I was on Team Fortress 2 with my friend, who I actually hung out with earlier today. It was an alright day, I guess. He kicked my ass at chess, but I kicked him right back in Duel Masters. So, I guess we're even. Of course, who's the more dignified loser is the better question. As soon as I lost, I was like, oh hey, we didn't go into FRA yet. Since he lost, he threw a deck of cards at me. Just so you know, when we played chess, we were at the mall. So it was that giant thing. And we didn't even actually play it till after spectating a game that was going on previously, so. Anyways, I'd have to say I've been... Oh yeah, sorry. I didn't realize I was still talking about my Thursday. But as soon as I got off of Team Fortress 2, my friend, by the way, my other friend, who, by the way, it was his birthday that day, Skyped me and said he wanted to hang out. And I was like, alright, I guess, fine. Cool. So, that was the rest of my day. I came home and I was dead. Kinda like I am right now. And will be the main reason I have 2 videos up tomorrow instead of uploading Smash today and then going to bed. I mean, I could do that, I guess. I'm still awake enough to kind of get the editing done, I think. I probably shouldn't try. Even if I am doing very, very light editing. But anyways, I'd have to say since, the whole thing with, I'd have to say, since the whole thing with her, yeah, I just held up this thing instead of a picture or anything. But you guys know what I'm talking about, if you've been following these vlogs. The last Thursday might have been a good thing for me, because during that time, I was not only really depressed, I was having a hard time even getting to talk to any of my friends. I mean, obviously, my brother that I hung out with today was always available for talking to, but I didn't want to bother him because we had hung out not that long before that. At least from what I'm recalling. I don't even remember how long ago that was. Man, I'm too tired. Anyways, there was really only one friend I could really turn to, and she's been really busy, so yeah. Last Thursday was probably a very good thing for me, because I hung out with at least 3 different friends that day. And kind of got things out, you know. I'm not saying I'm doing any better, but having someone there to talk to really helps. It really does. Even if what they have to say isn't at all helpful, because, let's face it, some people just aren't good at relationship advice. Even them, those people, they're good to talk to if they're willing to listen, you know? And it really does help a little bit alleviate the depression. But it definitely helps a lot better when you've got somebody who can respond. So, I luckily had a friend that was able to respond, hang out with me on last Thursday, so yeah, that helped. And by the way, it's not the friend whose birthday it was that Thursday. It was a different friend that we were hanging out with. But yeah, so I guess that was just a quick update. Man, I really need to see if I can get Kaijudo and Duel Master cards and see if there's even any sort of tournaments available for that. I'm telling you, that victory was really impressive. My friend has the Billion Degree Dragon, and since his deck was completely destructed, he poured out all his Duel Master cards onto a table, and we shifted through building a deck of 40 cards, right? He ended up with a Billion Degree Dragon in his deck. He actually supposedly, from what I heard him say after the match, or yeah, I can't really say that I know this for a fact, but according to what he said, he actually did have the Billion Degree Dragon in his hand, and he really needed to summon that one card in order to save his game. And, I mean, he could have definitely worked out some blockers and such too. I had a deck full of nothing but blockers and shield triggers. I'm not saying I neglected strong cards. Trust me, I had a lot of good cards, but a lot of the cards that I had in there were blockers and shield triggers. If I saw the word blocker or shield trigger on the card, it was most likely in that deck. My deck at the snap of a finger, especially the shield triggers. The blockers, I would at least examine them a little bit more. I mean, like, because you don't want anything that is just too much cost for its HP or whatever, you know? Damage, whatever you want to call it. Or, you know, the other way around. It's kind of hard to explain. Especially to anybody who hasn't played Duel Masters. As a matter of fact, this whole section probably is just sounding weird to anybody who doesn't play Duel Masters. So, I'll probably leave a link in the description to the rulebook, I'll leave a video link in the description to the rules of Duel Masters. So that way you guys can at least have a slight idea of what I'm talking about. It'll help, trust me. But, yeah, that was basically how I built my deck. And, his, Billion Degree Dragon costed him 10 mana. I didn't even let him get past 8. Though the creature he summoned at his final points was pretty terrifying, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it would have been more useful if he was able to summon it earlier before I started breaking his shields like that. I mean, especially if he had some blockers. That really would have made that thing deadly. Basically the reason I was scared of this monster was because it had a high attack power. I think it was 8,000? No, 6,000. Somewhere in that range. Which was pretty powerful compared to the monsters that we were using. I mean, when you're building a deck out of what you're grabbing, and you've only got a slight idea of what the good cards are, yeah, you're probably gonna have somewhere in the lower ranges of meta cards, I guess. I mean, I definitely grabbed the cards that I recognize and such, too. Because, obviously, they're recognizable for a reason, for the most part. I mean, one of the cards that I grabbed is Blaze-Skeeto. I doubt that really has a good reason for, really being a memorable card. I mean, it's a very memorable, forgettable blocker kind of thing. It's like a blocker Slayer hybrid. It's not even a Slayer card, but it kind of acts like one, because if it wins a battle, it's gone. So, whether or not it wins or loses, it's gone. It's off your field. Yeah. But it's not really as much of a Slayer when you think about it, because Slayers, whether or not they win, destroy both cards. Whatever. Confusing is confusing. But yeah, I won just barely. If he had gotten that billion degree dragon out, I probably wouldn't done for. Except for I built my deck around the fact that I knew he had the billion degree dragon. Like, seriously, after the first few grabs of cards and shift throughs looking for stuff to add into my deck, I kind of figured he already had the billion degree dragon in his deck, so I asked, and he said, yeah, he already found it. So, shit. So I was already building the deck around the fact that I knew he had that in his deck, and was probably the reliant card, the card that he was going to depend upon. So I built the deck pretty strong for that. Which, by the way, Billion Degree Dragon in Duel Masters, compared to the remake that came out, I think, in 2009-ish? 10-ish? I don't know. Compared to that version of Billion Degree Dragon in Kaijudo, the Duel Masters version is much better. It might cost more mana, but it's much better. It's got a higher amount of... It's got a higher HP attack power level. I don't know what you want to call that number. But it's got a higher number at the bottom left of the card. It's got triple breaker. The Kaijudo version has double breaker. And yeah, that's really all I can think of right now that makes the Duel Masters version of Billion Degree better than the Kaijudo version. But then again, Kaijudo has to change things since it's not the Wizards of Coast property Duel Masters. Wizards of Coast, bring that game back. It was a good freaking game. I'm gonna change the song real quick, because I don't want my voice contrasted, since this is a vlog. But yeah, bring that game back. It was a brilliant game. Actually, when I saw the Kaijudo thing, I realized something. The game isn't just like a imagining of the game. It is an exact copy. Just carbon copied. Changed the name of the game, the way the cards looked a little bit. They still look very similar to... And they look a little bit more like Magic cards now, but they still have the same setup as Duel Master cards. So, you can't really discern any difference, you know? So, in that regards, can't really say too much. It plays exactly like Duel Masters too. It's got shield triggers and everything. And the numbers. Oh my gosh. The numbers are not too drastically different. It's not like, okay, well, Duel Masters did their things in thousands. Let's cut off a number on our cards and make this in hundreds. No, they didn't do that. So you can literally shuffle Kaijudo cards into a deck of Duel Master cards, and it would work just fine. Damn, I kind of went off into a rant there, didn't I? I mean, Duel Master is fun. What can I say? It's definitely better than Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm gonna get hate for saying that. I know I am. Because I'm not gonna die. Those are some good games, but Duel Master is totally better. I mean, there's some upsides and downsides to each and every game, you know. Personally, with Duel Masters, it's the fact that it's just such an old game that you can't find anybody who plays it anymore. And even some people that do still play it just don't play it anymore because they don't care. I mean, it's a dead and gone game, nobody plays it. Why should they care, you know? Though I've started to find people are getting into it again, so maybe Duel Masters will make a comeback. I mean, it kinda had a short comeback as Kaijudo. Of course, Kaijudo didn't last very long, so fuck. Whereas Yu-Gi-Oh's downside would be its rule book. Nobody can agree. Nobody. I don't care if you're playing on a professional level, a casual level, no one's going to agree on the rules. I mean, I guess we've got a bit of a ban list kind of agreed upon. The only thing that I know is agreed upon in the Yu-Gi-Oh community is that Ultimate Sacrifice is a banned card. I don't even know why. It's not that meta. There's a few other cards that we agree on for being banned, but a lot of them aren't really that meta. I mean, I think I can really only name one that has its reasoning for being banned. But to even summon it, you need certain cards that are already banned, so why ban it in the first place, you know? Can't really put it in a deck anyways. Whereas with Pokemon, sure, it's a fun game. They're doing things right. They're even changing it up a little bit to match the game up and make it better. But that could be its downfall, really, is the fact that it has to build upon itself to make itself better. I mean, like, it's kind of hard to explain any downsides with Pokemon, you know? It's much easier to rag on Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm getting too tired to even continue talking in this vlog, so if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video. And damn, this is a good song.